Okay, guys, here goes another free response problem. It's problem number 6 from 2014. Consider the differential equation dy over dx equals 3 minus y cosine x. So this right here, guys, is y prime. Okay. Let f equals y of x be a particular solution to the differential equation with the initial condition f of 0 equals 1. So what that's telling you is when x equals 0, y equals 1. Okay, so that f of x is a solution to that differential equation with that initial condition. It's defined for all real numbers. Okay, so a portion of the slope field of the differential equation is given below. Sketch the solution curve through the point 0, 1. Now, guys, this is only worth 1 point I can see in the solution. So basically, you go a little, you're following the slope lines. You can see I'm going positive here. The slope lines are starting to flatten out. And now they're starting to go down. So that's pretty reasonable. Don't get too freaked out about this. It's only worth a point. They're kind of generally looking for you to be following the slope lines. Okay? So I'm going down here. These slope lines get kind of steep. And then they kind of flatten out. Then back around. So again, don't go nuts. But that's basically it. That's what I have. This is what they have. Not too different. Okay. All right. Write an equation for the line tangent to the solution curve. So they're looking for the tangent line approximation. And you'll see more of this in Friday's lesson. I'm going to show you every tangent line approximation question that's occurred since 2012. So they're looking for the tangent line approximation, people. They're looking for y minus y1 equals m x minus x1, where m equals f prime evaluated at x1. That's what they're looking for. And then they want you to use it when x equals 0.02. Okay? So here we go. So I need x1, I need y1, and I need m. Okay? Well, they give me the 0.01. So x1 is 0, y1 is 1. That was easy. They don't always make it that easy. Sometimes they give you the function, and you've got to plug in x to get y. Okay, so I need m. That's y prime. That's dy over dx at the point 0, 1. Well, they gave me dy over dx up here. So that's equal to 3 times, I'm sorry. I'm trying to look over my camera here. So it's 3 minus 1 times the cosine of 0, and that equals 2. So guys, this equation is y minus 1 equals 2, x minus 0. If you get y by itself, it's 1 plus 2x. Okay, that's the equation of the tangent line. I can see that's 1 point in the solution. And then they want f of 0.2. It's just 1 plus 2 times 0.2, which is 1.4. So guys, this is 3 points. 1 point for that, 1 point for that, 1 point for that. You've got 3 of the 9 points. The next problem, part C. Part C. Find y equals f of x, the particular solution of the differential equation with the initial condition f0, 1. So guys, what they're looking for in part C is they want f of x. They want the particular solution. So I've got dy over dx. It equals 3 minus y times cosine of x. I've got to integrate that. Okay, that's how I get y. So f of x equals y. That's what I'm looking for. I've got dy over dx, so I've got to integrate it. I've got a mix of x and y's. That should key you to separation of variables. That's what I was covering at the start of today's class. They come up a lot. They're worth a lot of points. This is worth 6 points. So if I do separation of variables, I get dy over 3 minus y equals cosine x dx. If I integrate that, you should recognize that you're going to get a natural log over here, okay? I'm going to do u substitution. U equals 3 minus y, du equals negative dy. So when I do u substitution here, I get the integral of negative 1 over u du, because du is negative dy, so it flips, okay? Equals, if I take the integral of this, it's sine x plus c. I put my constant over on the right, it's just the thing I do. Okay, if I take the integral of this, I get negative natural log of u equals sine x plus c. I substitute back negative natural log of the absolute value of 3 minus y equals sine x plus c. All right, I'm looking, that gets you, you're up to 3 points, okay? They're going to give you 1 point if you can solve for c. So I'm going to plug in the initial condition that they give me. They gave me, what's the point that I'm dealing with? 0, 1. So I've got the point 0, 1. So if I plug them in, I get the negative natural log of 3 minus 1 equals sine of 0 plus c. So that tells me c equals the negative natural log of 2. We're up to 4 points. You've got 4 of the 6 points by solving that far. Okay? So they're going to give us 2 more points to get y by itself. So what I've got right now is this. The negative natural log of 3 minus y equals sine of x minus the natural log of 2. Okay, so guys, I get the natural log of the absolute value of 3 minus y equals negative sine of x plus natural log of 2. Okay, I just got rid of the negative sign. So there's an absolute value here. So I get 3 minus y equals plus or minus e to the negative sine x plus natural log of 2. I just converted the natural log to an exponent, okay? So that's where the e term came from, all right? And then plus or minus because it took the absolute value away. Now you got to ask yourself, do I use the plus or do I use the minus? Well, when when x is 0, sorry guys, I was losing power on my computer there. Hang on. So I got plus or minus. Let me do something before I solve for whether it's the plus or the minus. If you remember, this is plus or minus e to the negative sine x times e to the natural log of 2. Remember, when there's an addition up there, it becomes a multiplication. E to the natural log of 2 is just 2. So I get 3 minus y equals plus or minus 2 e to the negative sine x. I want to write 6 there. It's a joke. I get y equals 3 plus or minus 2 e to the negative sine x. Okay? When x is 0, this becomes 0. E to the 0th power is 1. So I know when x is 0, when x equals 0, y equals 1. Okay? So if this was the plus, I would get 5. So it's got to be minus. So I end up with y equals 3 minus 2 sine, I want to write that, 2 e to the negative sine x. And that's it. So again, I get the plus or minus when I take away the absolute value. Okay, so I get the plus or minus. I converted this into it, two things multiplied together, that becomes the number 2. So I get this, y equals 3 minus y equals plus or minus that. If I get y by itself, I didn't show you all the algebra here, but it's like I added y to that side, and I moved the plus or minus to the other side, so I got this. Okay, and I know when x equals 0, y equals 1, so that tells me I've got to use the minus. That's the end of solution, 6 points. So guys, this right here, it's a lot, but it's 6 out of the 9 points. So that's that free response question.